What's going on, guys, and welcome back to the best franchise on YouTube, the Washington Football Team franchise. For those of you that are new to the channel, man, go ahead and do me a huge favor. Hit that subscribe button. I post a lot of franchise gameplays on this channel, not just the Washington Football Team. I also have a Houston Texans franchise that I post. I would love for you guys to check that one out. And if you're interested, it will all be linked down below in the description. There's a link that will take you to a Minnesota Vikings franchise that I did for about 3 or 4 seasons. You can check it out, see how that franchise ended. But for those of you who have been following this Washington Football Team for a while now, it is week number 8 now. We're getting ready to match up against the Detroit Lions. But like I mentioned before, we're trying to make some trades with this team. This is our last week to do any type of trades. Spoiler alert, I made a bunch of trades, but you guys are going to have to wait until the end of the video to go over all those trades that I ended up making. Remember, we had 2 first-round draft picks, 2 second-round draft picks, 2 third-round draft picks. We'll see at the end of the video what I ended up turning those into. But for now, we're focused on this Week 8 matchup against the Detroit Lions. Coach right now is worried about the offense and our passing attack because Jeff Okudah is now an X factor on the Detroit Lions. It could potentially be a problem, but let's be honest, this team really isn't a passing team until now. Last week we had 2 breakout scenarios up against the Jacksonville Jaguars, but unfortunately we weren't able to match up with the opponent. So I sent the screenshots of the breakouts that I had to the commissioner, and he said no problem, he'll just move it to next week or to this Week 8 matchup for me, and if we get it, then he'll go ahead and manually put those upgrades in for me. So Mac Jones has the chance to go from bronze to star, and Khalil Hudson has the chance to go from star to superstar. Being realistic, you already know how difficult it is. I never really succeed in those quarterback upgrades, so I'm hoping that I get the Khalil Hudson upgrade. Adding another superstar player to the defense will just be amazing, but we'll have to get into the game to see which upgrades I end up getting. Catch you guys on the field. We are in for a good matchup today. Washington versus Detroit from Ford Field. 2 of the top teams in the NFC. Both teams coming into this Week 8 matchup with a record of 5-1, but only one will leave with that 6th win. Who will it be? Detroit's going to be starting things off with the ball here. Handoff goes to their running back Bowman, who's able to turn that into a gain of 3 yards. Gets them to a 2nd and 7. Right back to Bowman once more, but Troy Apke's able to stop him before he's able to get any further than a 2-yard gain. 3rd and 5. Quarterback Chris Hunn drops back to throw under pressure and delivers a dot to his wide receiver. The rookie out of Nevada, Chris Hunn, showing poise under pressure there. You know how much this Washington defense loves to blitz. We're going to blitz the rookie. We're going to put him into some difficult positions. 2nd and 8, the quarterback drops back to throw under pressure, and Chase Young comes free off the edge, ends up getting the hit on him, but Kunn is able to get that ball away before he's brought down for a sack. Now another 3rd down and long situation. We'll see what the rookie's able to do here in the shotgun formation from the 44-yard line. Dropping back to throw, getting pressure, rolling the pocket to his right, throws on the run, and that is not going to work. Off his back foot, try to make that throw onto the left side of the field. Like, come on now, Madden is a bad game, but they're not going to let you get away with something like that. Washington ends up forcing a turnover there, and apparently our return man does not want to do his job. Lets this ball bounce all the way to the 1-yard line. Now Mac Jones and the Washington offense on the field looking to put together a 99-yard drive to get into the end zone. Starting things off on the ground there with Antonio Gibson, able to get us a little bit of breathing room. 2nd and 6, Mac Jones looking for someone to throw the ball to. Can't find anybody. Decides to use his legs and picks up the 1st down up to the 12-yard line. Mac Jones, don't get it wrong. Don't forget, Mac Jones has a little bit of wheels to him. He's not really a known run threat. We'd rather throw the ball to him like you see as he connects with Mike Evans all the way up to the 45-yard line. But he can escape the pocket using those legs whenever he needs to. 1st down and 10, ends up finding Mike Evans once more, turns that into a gain of 15 yards across midfield to the opposite 40-yard line. Washington is moving the ball with ease. We started on our 1, and now we're across midfield. Handoff here goes to Antonio Gibson, who's able to pick up a 1st down down to the 28-yard line. Back to the air game here with Mac Jones under pressure, and somehow got that pass off, avoiding a sack of his own. 2nd and 10 here from the 28-yard line. Mac Jones back to throw once more. Looking dangerous, though, there, but Antonio Gibson able to make the catch there on that little wheel route, picks up the 1st down inside the red zone here. Bryce Love getting his first touch from the 17 and turns it into a nice little gain of 8 yards all the way down to the 9-yard line. 2nd and 2 here from the 9. Handoff goes to Antonio Gibson, tries to turn the corner, but gets brought down just shy of the 1st down marker. 3rd and 1, back to throw here with Mac Jones looking for the end zone, and he's intercepted. Mac Jones throws an interception in the end zone, and that one hurts, man. I swear, it's like I try to force these scenarios, these quarterback scenarios. I try to force them to happen. I just need to let them happen naturally. I don't know, man. I'll try to do better next time I get one. 2nd and 9 here from the 8-yard line. Chris Kunn dropping back to throw. Looking, ends up finding a wide open Bowman underneath. Picks up the first down all the way up to the 21-yard line. Now here in the second quarter, Chris Kunn with the 5-wide set. Under pressure here. Chase Young providing pressure. Throw on the run. Ends up finding a wide open T.J. Hawkinson. Gain of 20 yards, no, 19 yards all the way up to the 40-yard line. First down and 10 from the 40. Chris Kunn dropping back to throw. Can't find anybody. So decides to roll out the pocket and getting pressure there from Daniil Hunter. Ends up making the smart decision and throws that ball away rather than taking a sack. Handoff here goes to Bowman. And this Washington defense is very fast. Ends up covering him up after he's able to gain only 1 yard. Now 3rd and 9. Looking for a deep shot. And oh, man. I thought Kendall Fuller was underneath of that one, able to get the interception, but it ends up being a huge game for Detroit. It ends up turning into a first down. That's followed by another first down from Bowman as he runs forward for a gain of 12 yards. Now 1st and 10 from the 25-yard line. Kunn rolling out the pocket to his right, throws on the run, looking for the running back, but Landon Collins is all over him, knocking that ball away before he's able to pull that one in. Now 2nd and 10. Kunn dropping back to throw once more, looking to go deep, looking for T.J. Hawkinson, who ends up making the catch underneath there, gaining 8 yards. 3rd and 2, they try to run the sweep here with Bowman, who picks up the first down for the moment, but this one is going to be coming right back, holding there on Emmanuel Hall. Makes this a 3rd and 6 now from the 21-yard line, and that is going to be an incomplete pass. Ronald Darby with beautiful coverage, nice little hit there, separates the receiver from the ball. But the Detroit Lions are able to put the first points up on the board. Granted, it was a field goal, and honestly, if I didn't throw that stupid interception in the end zone, if I would have just let that scenario come to me naturally, I should be up 7-3 right now. 1st and 10 here, next Washington possession. Handoff here goes to Antonio Gibson, and Antonio Gibson turns this into a huge gain all the way across midfield, finally down at the 31-yard line. That's what Washington is known for more. I mean, throwing the ball is nice and all, but my run game with Antonio Gibson, it is on point. 1st and 10 throw here. As I'm talking about the run game, look at Mac Jones, pinpoint accuracy to Steven Sims on the slant route. He gets into the end zone, 2-play series, and a 31-yard touchdown pass by Mac Jones. See, when I'm not focused on the scenario, like I already know at this point the scenario is done, I play a lot better with my quarterback. But there's just something about that scenario and knowing that it's there, I just play like, oh my gosh, like I overthink every single pass, and some of them I clearly just don't think at all because there's no way I should have thrown that interception. Deep shot here by Kunn, and that one is going to be incomplete. Looking for Darden, I think that was on the play. 3rd and 10, intercepted by Khalil Hudson, and Khalil Hudson off on the return, trying to see if he can get into the end zone, but he can't. He ends up being brought down at the 10-yard line. But he has put Washington in prime position to go ahead and extend this lead. 1st and goal, handoff goes to Antonio Gibson, and Gibson swerves the defender, gets into the end zone from 10 yards out for a Washington touchdown. It's kind of unfortunate, man. If I was actually able to get that breakout scenario during this game, like if like the whole scenario thing would have popped up on my pregame screen, if I would have returned that to the house with Khalil Hudson, that would have been it. Like he would have been superstar. Like there's no need for me to get the other interception or anything like that. But in the situation that we're in now, we're just one interception away with Khalil Hudson, and he's now a superstar. So we're focused on getting that now. Now Detroit down 11 points here in the second quarter. Still a lot of time for them to come back here. Chris Kunn dropping back to throw after throwing the interception, and he is way off on that out route. Had a receiver open, but no accuracy at all. 2nd and 10 from the 36-yard line. Kunn under pressure, dropping back to throw, going deep, has a wide open receiver. I think that is Darden, who makes the catch and is finally brought down by Troy Apke, but not until he reaches the 22-yard line. Kunn drops back to throw once more, going for the end zone, and dangerous throw there. Kendall Fuller is not the guy you want to test too often. 2nd and 10, under pressure once more, looking for the end zone back at the corner, and the receiver makes the catch, but he is not able to get the little toe drag to stay in bounds. Now 3rd and 10 once more, and a dangerous throw. Like I said, you don't want to test Kendall Fuller too much, and Detroit will be happy to go ahead and take the 3 points that they definitely did not deserve on that one right there. Kendall Fuller had 2 chances to end that drive with the interception. He just did not follow through. But Washington is back on the field here with a nice little lead here in the second quarter. A minute and 40 seconds left. See if they're able to put more points on the board. And oh, what a shot taken there by Antonio Gibson. Gained 8 yards, but man, did he pay for it. 2nd and 2, handoff goes to Antonio Gibson, who finds some open room and makes an unnecessary juke move. I don't know why I juked after he took a shot like that. That's grounds to set up for a fumble. 1st and 10 completion on the out route there to Mike Evans. Gets a nice little gain all the way up to the 41-yard line. 52 seconds left here in the second quarter. Mac Jones dropping back to throw, looking for Pat Freiermuth, who's unable to bring that pass in traffic. Good defense there by Detroit. I wasn't expecting to see the delay fade man up there. 2nd and 10, Mac Jones looking to take a deep shot right now, and that is going to be intercepted. Horrible read there by Mac Jones. We tried to go for it all, and we really shouldn't have pressed it, man. We had 3 timeouts. Clock is in our favor. We should have just been running the ball a little bit more. Now Chris Conn and the Detroit offense with 3 timeouts and 37 seconds left. They're trying to put together a drive here, see if they're able to put points up on the board. 2nd and 8, he ends up throwing underneath on the drag route, and oh my gosh, Bowman gets popped, balls on the ground, and who other than Khalil Hudson, the guy to force the fumble. Now 1st and goal for Washington's offense from the 8-yard line. And okay, the RPO, not the RPO screen, the RPO slant ends up finding Mike Evans in the end zone, and Washington puts more points up on the board. I'm not sure how the whole scenario thing works. I have to talk to the commissioner, but maybe that will be it for Khalil Hudson. I mean, he has the 1 interception. He has the forced fumble. Are those count as 2, or do I have to get 2 of each one? I don't know. We'll have to wait until week 9 to see if Khalil Hudson is now a superstar. 1st and 10, or 2nd and inches here from the 32-yard line after a Detroit timeout. Chris Conn drops back to throw under pressure, ends up going down, taking a sack. O'Daniel coming off the edge, bringing the rookie down, and Washington's going to call timeout, put the pressure on this Detroit offense with the 3rd and 13. Chris Hunt drops back to throw, looking to take a deep shot, see if he's able to get some points, and no, that ball is going to be intercepted, this time by Landon Collins, and Landon Collins is off on the return, see if he's able to turn this into a pick 6, tries to do a little stop and go, but steps on the line out of bounds with no time left on the clock, and Washington will take a 15-point lead into the second half here in Detroit. I contemplated going for the swat there instead of getting that interception with Landon Collins because Khalil Hudson was in the area, and I know if I would have swatted that one, that would have been his 2nd interception. There's no way in shape or form that you're going to tell me that that's not his scenario. Like, I know that would be his scenario, but I don't know if just because I got the 1 interception and 1 forced fumble, if that will work for me also. I don't know. Like I said, we'll have to check and see in week number 8 or 9. 1st down and 10 here from the 35-yard line. Mac Jones dropping back to throw, looking for a deep shot from Mike Evans. Had him open, just a misfire there by Mac Jones. Coming back on 2nd and 10 under pressure. Hit as he's throwing that ball, and that one's going to fall incomplete. Now 3rd and 10 from the 35-yard line. Mac Jones in the shotgun formation looking to complete this pass. Ends up finding Robert Foster on the sideline. Makes a juke move to stay in bounds, but is tackled just a yard short, bringing up a 4th and 1. And Washington is going to bring on the punter, Tress Way. Psych, no, we're going for this, man. It's a fake. Trey Sherman, the up back, ends up getting in the direct snap. Falls forward for a gain of 3. We only needed 1, but it is more than enough for a Washington 1st down. And on 1st down and 10, Mac Jones looking to go across the middle to Mike Evans, but ends up throwing an interception to the rookie Page, who's off on the return, hits the sideline. Mac Jones trying to chase him down, and he just does not have the speed, and Page ends up returning this one all the way into the end zone for a pick 6 and the 1st touchdown up on the board for Detroit, cutting this lead down to 8. Mac Jones and this Washington offense just needs to make better decisions right here. We need to get back to what works for us, that run game. 1st down and 10 here from the 25-yard line, trying to run the jet sweep here with Robert Foster, and Ryan Hendricks is all over that, stopping us for a loss of 4 yards on the play. 2nd and 14 from the 21-yard line. Mac Jones still dropping back to throw this one, but this time has a wide open Mike Evans. Can't miss on that throw. Mike Evans gets a huge gain across midfield to the 41-yard line. Huge gain by Mike Evans, getting Washington in position to put more points up on the board potentially to extend this lead. 1st down and 10, Mac Jones looking to take a deep shot once more, looking for Mike Evans, and oh my gosh. This is why I forced the ball to Mike Evans so much. That man is just a freaking monster. Even though he doesn't have his ability anymore, he is still just a straight monster. 1st down and 10 completion here inside the 10-yard line to Antonio Gibson. Sets up another 1st down and 10 for Washington. Sending the tight end in motion, setting up a little bit more blocking on that right side. Oh, nasty spin move by Antonio Gibson as he gets into the end zone, increasing this Washington lead right back up to 15 points, 28-13. Oh my God. Antonio Gibson, I didn't know you had it in you. Actually, I did, but damn, it was still nasty. First down and 10 handoff goes here to Bowman, tries to break free, but runs into his own blockers after picking up a gain of 15 yards on first down. First and 10 from the 42-yard line. That's more like it. The Washington defense is able to corral him for just a gain of 2 yards. Sets up a 2nd and 8. Chris Kunn drops back to throw, ends up finding T.J. Hawkinson, who ends up putting on a juke move. Don't expect to see T.J. Hawkinson juking the ball that much, but doesn't get the first down. 3rd and inches, taking a deep shot, and oh gosh, pass interference there on Troy Apke. That ball was overthrown. Probably didn't even have to jump for it, but we end up keeping this drive alive for Detroit for the moment. And now they're inside the 5-yard line at the 3-yard line. Handoff goes to Bowman. He is tackled in the backfield by O'Daniel once more, coming free, making a big play for a 2nd and goal. Chris Kunn dropping back to throw, and he overthrows a wide open T.J. Hawkinson. You couldn't be more open. 3rd and goal here, desperately trying to get in the end zone. Kunn rolling the pocket to his right, and he is not going to get in the end zone. That ball is going to be intercepted by Kendall Fuller. He's off on the return, trying to do a little stop and go, but ends up getting tackled down at the 16-yard line. Should have stayed in the end zone, but I saw a lot of green grass in front of me. Speaking of green grass, Mac Jones is playing it in the backfield, but he's able to get that ball away before it's a sack. 2nd and 10, pass there to Pat Freiermuth. Excuse me? How was Pat Freiermuth brought down with a tackle? He just trucked the man. Shout out to EA Sports with their general stability updates right there. 3rd and 10 here from the 40-yard line. Mac Jones dropping back to throw once more, looking, and has Mike Evans again wide open on that little pass, post route. Picks up the first down all the way to the 44-yard line. Washington's offense is moving with ease and almost brought to an abrupt halt there. That pass should have been intercepted, but we live to throw another down on 2nd and 10. We're not going to make the same mistake twice. This time hitting Robert Foster there on the out route. Makes the catch, and he gets into the end zone with that 94 speed of Robert Foster. Easily burned the defense, increasing this Washington lead all the way up to 22 points now. And I'm feeling good at this point. I'm really just more focused on getting Khalil Hudson his scenario. Like, I'm not 100% sure, so I just want to get as many plays as possible with Khalil Hudson. So we're trying to focus on, you're going to see me using him a lot. We're either trying to get these tackles for losses, force fumbles, or interceptions with this guy. Now 2nd and 8 here from the 21-yard line, rolling out the pocket to his right. That pass is going to be swatted away by Ronald Darby. Brings up a 3rd and 8 situation. Chris Kunn dropping back to throw, getting pressure there from Chase Young, but gets this pass off. Completes it, but not for a first down. 4th and 1, needing to get this first down here. Chris Kunn dropping back to throw, and that pass is again almost intercepted, but it's swatted down by Kendall Fuller, and Washington will take over possession with the ball. From the 28-yard line, handoff here goes to Antonio Gibson. And you might be wondering why I just brought on the field goal units. Like, why didn't you just go ahead and put this one into the end zone? Like I said, I'm trying to get Khalil Hudson his scenario. He's only 1 interception away or 1 forced fumble away. So I'm giving my opponent the ball because I need to be on defense more than anything. And we try to force a fumble right there, but Bowman does not want to drop the ball. 2nd and 5 here from the 30-yard line. Chris Kunn dropping back to throw once more. Has all day to throw. Goes deep, and that pass is going to be swatted away. I was trying to run back there with Khalil Hudson and see if he'd be able to get back there in the area, get a little tip interception. And, oh, we almost had one lined up right there. We were just a half step behind. Now 1st and 10 from the 39-yard line. Under center here. Chris Kunn sending the man in motion. They're going to play action fake here to Bowman, rolling the pocket to his right, throws back to his left, and Ronald Darby gets burned, and that was not in the scenario right there. We were not trying to give up points. Now, coming back on offense, we're going to have to put points up on the board. There's still 3 minutes left in this game, more than enough time for Detroit to get back in this game, especially if I'm just going to be giving the ball off to him like this. Like, can't be doing that. So 1st and 10 on next possession for Washington. Mac Jones dropping back to throw, ends up finding a wide open Mike Evans, who has a huge gain. Oh, takes a shot there, but he ends up getting a huge gain of well over 25 yards. 1st and 10 from the 39-yard line. Still throwing the ball here with Mac Jones because we're running out of time. Not because we need time to score. We need to hurry up and get points up on the board quickly so we can give Detroit the ball back to try to get points on the board or get these scenario with Khalil Hudson. We end up finding Pat Fryermuth, who makes the catch, gets out of bounds, and we're going to call on Tressway to kick this one up through the uprights once more. And the kick is up and good. Lead extended back up to 21 points with 2 minutes and 30 seconds left. All right, now we're back on our focus of Khalil Hudson. We need 1 interception, 1 forced fumble, or 2 tackles for losses. I'm not sure if just the 1 and 1 will count, but we're about to find out. 1st down and 10. Chris Kunn dropping back to throw under pressure here by Chase Young. Ends up getting brought down, but that's not going to count as a sack. Ends up gaining 2 yards off that play somehow, some way. 2nd and 8. Dropping back to throw once more. Ends up finding a receiver underneath who makes the catch, but he's not going to be able to get away from Troy Apke. Makes the catch at the the tackle at the 39-yard line. Under 2 minutes here left. Washington's defense is running out of time at this point to get this scenario for Khalil Hudson. 2nd and 10 here from the 39-yard line. Chris Hunt dropping back to throw once more. Going deep, and that pass is going to be swatted down to the ground by Kendall Fuller. He needs to be throwing the ball towards Khalil Hudson. I don't think he understands what I'm trying to do here. Like, throw the ball towards Khalil Hudson, please. 4th and 10 here from the 39-yard line. Chris Kunn still dropping back to throw from the shotgun formation. Ends up connecting with his running back in the flats. That was my responsibility, and we went for the hit stick because we needed a fumble. And that was my responsibility even more. We ended up giving up a huge gain of about 15, maybe 20 yards there on 4th down. But we're still keeping the defense on the field. 1st down and 10 from the 45-yard line. That pass is going to fall incomplete as he was pressured trying to get that pass off. 2nd and 10. Another drag right here to T.J. Hawkinson, who has been killing us on these drags. Makes the catch and gets out of bounds at the 28-yard line, which I'm happy about. Stops the clock, gives them more time on the field. And again, we're trying to get Khalil Hudson this scenario, and T.J. Hawkinson is just showing off here in the 4th quarter, trying to will these Detroit Lions back into this one, but that's not going to happen at all, my guy. Chris Hunt dropping back to throw, and okay, another one. That was my area I was supposed to be in, but I didn't think that he was going to throw a corner route from the left side of the field. Like, who does that? Like, nobody does that. Washington now still with the lead. 50 seconds left. I mean, there's not enough time for him to even come back, even if he tried to at this point. And I'm more than confident enough in my defense to get stops. If those stops come with Khalil Hudson, that's a whole other thing. But I know my defense will come away with stops. 1st and 10 after we punted the ball back to Detroit. Chris Hunt dropping back to throw under pressure. Ends up connecting with Bowman underneath. But dang it, Fuller, you got in the way. I tried to line up a hit stick there. It didn't take. 2nd and 1 here. Chris Kunn dropping back to throw. Ends up finding Bowman, who scurries out of bounds before he takes a hit stick at all. But it didn't matter. Khalil Hudson wasn't in the area. 1st and 10, taking a deep shot here, looking for the end zone, but ends up finding Ronald Darby, who comes up with the interception. And okay, that's cool. We got the interception, but it's not with the right player. You already see what I'm doing. Line up, punt right here. Tressway on the field, punting this ball right back to Detroit. Throw the interception to Khalil Hudson. That's all you need to do. Throw the interception to him. I'm good to go. I'll need the rest of this clock out. 1st and 10, Chris Kunn dropping back to throw once more. Under pressure, hit as he's throwing it, and that's going to be intercepted, but not by the person I wanted to be intercepted by. Kendall Fuller comes away with his 2nd interception. I wish that was Khalil Hudson, but you know the drill. We'll bring in the punter onto the field. Tressway to punt this ball right back off to Detroit once more. All right, you threw 2 interceptions now, my guy. Throw 1 to my linebacker, and we're done. We're good to go here. 1st and 10, Chris Kunn dropping back to throw, going deep, ends up completing this one to Darden, who makes the catch on the sideline, gets away from Khalil Hudson and gets into the end zone for a Detroit touchdown. And that's just basically the end of it there, man. I mean, there's no time left on the clock. Apparently they decided to go for 2 right here. Yeah, joke's on you as he tried to dive into the end zone. His backup quarterback just fell down at the 1. And Washington's going to escape with the win, but I just don't know if we really won because, you know, I don't know if we got the scenario thing with Khalil Hudson. But anyways, like I promised you, some trades were made. First trade that we made, the Detroit Lions were kind of upset. They wanted a quarterback, so I was like, all right, cool. You want Dwayne Haskins? He's like, yeah, I will take Dwayne Haskins. So we sent Dwayne Haskins away for a 3rd-round draft pick and Sam Darnold. Sam Darnold technically is the better quarterback, but he's not going to be the starter on this team. Actually, Sam Darnold isn't even on the team anymore because, like, literally shortly after we sent that trade to Detroit, I put up like that I had all those picks that were on the available also, and the Detroit Lions came knocking again and said, hey, I want your first round draft pick. So initially we were going to make that trade for Jeff Okudah. Actually, we were going to send them 2 of our first round draft picks for Jeff Okudah, and then he got cold feet and decided to pull the plug on that one. So we're like, all right, whatever. Give me Ryan Hendricks. Hendricks is that superstar safety that he was running around with on the field. So we ended up sending him a backup center who's actually a hidden dev. He's actually a star dev, a first round draft pick for Ryan Hendricks that you're seeing right here. But Ryan Hendricks, as you all can probably guess, he's not going to be a safety for us. We're going to move him to the linebacker position. In our league, we have like different standards or whatever, like different thresholds for player positioning wise, so that we don't have like people that are moving extremely fast people to positions that doesn't make sense, like putting a wide receiver that has like 99 speed at tight end, like that don't make sense. So I think Ryan Hendricks like fits just in that range speed wise of moving a safety to linebacker. They said that it's supposed to be like 87 speed, but his speed is like 88. So I mean, it shouldn't be that big of a deal. What is a big deal is I'm like thinking about it now, like in the moment I was perfectly fine with giving him London Fletcher's old number, but I don't know if you guys could tell, like I'm a huge Washington Redskins fan, so like numbers matter to me. Like whatever number these players are wearing, even the guys that I'm bringing in and stuff, like it matters to me. So seeing Ryan Hendricks now with that number 59, London Fletcher's number, I can almost guarantee you that's going to change by week number 9. So anyways, leave a like on the video if you guys enjoyed, subscribe for more, and I will catch you in the next franchise gameplay. Later.